Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. I was talking to you about driving. I've been a driver for 20 years, professional driver for 20 years, but I'm retired now. And okay, and when you're driving, and as a professional driver, they teach us defensive driving. And I'm gonna tell you something. Defensive driving really should be something that is taught in period. Should be a requirement because it would save a lot of lives. And it also it's like defensive life, because see what's gonna happen is people gonna run up on you just to get what they want to get. They will use you. It don't matter, honey. They will run you over. They will kill you. You seen them out there on the highway. I told you about them on the highway of life, honey. They will run you over to get what they trying to get. They will kill you. But look, sometimes it's some incidents caused by other folks, and sometimes it's incidents caused by you. But look, on this highway of life, you got to clean up. You got to the debris is cleaned up. Now it's time to proceed on. You can't stop. You got to keep on moving. You got to keep on pressing toward the mark of the high calling of God. You got to keep on pressing on. We on the journey over here. We really are. We on the journey. And we on the Lord's journey. Cause see, we are conquerors in God. We are not to be defeated until transition. We to keep moving and keep pressing on. Oh no, woe ain't none of you. That ain't none of you. It's time to get up and rise up, conqueror. Come on, we got to move. I understand. I have aches and pains. My back be hurting, but when my back start hurting, guess what? I hear Curtis Mayfield in the background singing to me, the freedom fighters. Keep on pushing. So that's what I got to do. I got to keep on pushing and keep on pressing on toward the mark of the high calling of God. We got to expose some people, some behaviors, some different things that's going on, with this narcissism stuff. Come to find out it's bigger than it's a warfare. It's not people. It's a warfare. It's evil. And the evil work through people. It's a battle of good and evil. That's what it is. It's a battle of good and evil. And some people don't even realize they caught all up in the evil. They don't even realize some of them do, and they get out of it and start doing better. Like me. Realizing, hey, it's a fork in the road. It's time to do different. It's time, wait a minute. I'm in this world, but I'm not of this world. I'm transformed by a renewing of my mind. I'm not finna sit here and be going through this day after day. I understand what I got to do. I got to remove myself out the chaos, negativity, and drama, because see, that's what's gonna suck you in. And come to find out with these narcissistic people, honey, they will destroy you. If they can't control you and run you the way they want to run you, honey, they will destroy you. Because that's what evil does. Steal, kill, and destroy. They steal your God-given purpose. Your God-given purpose is not to be here running up behind somebody. It really ain't. And your God-given purpose is to be focused on the Lord and what God got here for you to do. It's his people. That's what it is. I tell you that. It's got to do with his people. Where is your purpose with God? What is the mission that you are here to do? What did God send you here for? And you got to remember this. All legends aren't famous. We all reach or trying to reach our greatness. Anything that's living on this earth is trying to survive and reach its greatest. Anything, that's trying to survive. You even look at the trees. They growing, and reaching their greatness. But look at the branches on the tree. They branching all off in different directions. You supposed to be growing upright, straight, beautiful. But no, you want to branch all off in different things. Because see, that's some different stuff going on there in the tree world that I can't break down. But I can break down what's going on over here. I don't even feel like breaking all that down. I could break anything that got to do with God down into a sermon. I'm telling you, I done told you that before. I ain't got to know none of your business. I don't preach on people's business. I preach on love and trying to reach our greatness in God and genuine equality and driving out the evil. Because see, Dr. King even said, evil is racism is a form of evil, and it is. And it would go any kind of way through anybody. See, evil ain't racist. It's not. Evil is not racist, honey. So you got to stop thinking like that. You got to stop thinking us versus them. It ain't that no more. Africans done touched too many lives. We done been too many places. I mean, it's just too much. You can't say that. You can't do that. It's impossible. So we ain't even going to talk about that. We got to come together in love as one nation under God, as actually Joe Biden is trying to do. He really is. And I appreciate his efforts. I really do. I'm going to tell you something. They talk about Joe Biden, but everybody has an opportunity to change. God allows U-turns. Where he may have done wrong with some legislation in the past, he realized that. And he realized that that wasn't the way to go. It's a different way to do things. And it's a better way to do things. And that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to right wrongs that he did in the past, but don't nobody even want to, the people don't even want to try to give him a chance. They won't sit up and argue with me. I ain't got time to argue about politics. I see what I see. And I see that the Democrats have begun to be the party for the people, of the people, by the people, for the people. Look at that administration. It's filled up with minorities, and so how can you sit there and say it is what it is? In this case, it really is. The Democrats are for the people. And they've shown that in the first 45 days of this legislation that they getting in there and they mean business. Next thing, before Joe Biden is in there, he gonna help me to root out this evil. Help me to drive out this white supremacy. See, go over there to that Supreme Court and tell them judges, hey, look, you better outlaw hate speech. Because, see, the hate speech is what's contributing to the problem. Making people think they this. They ain't even white. White is a color. They're Caucasian. They're Europeans. They ain't even from here. They came over here and took the land. So how can they say that they over here supreme over anybody? Ain't nobody supreme over nobody. It's some facts that I can tell you. We can really break it down. And then the Proud Boys won't be so proud when I get done telling. See, they've been believing a lie for 400 years. Ain't nobody stood up to try to tell them the truth. Anytime somebody did, they got shot down. Joe Biden was really, behind Abraham Lincoln, the first president, really that really done truly stood for us, and he did. And it took courage to stand there in front of the whole world and say what he said. Nobody has ever said that before. Nobody's ever said they want to end white supremacy, especially coming from a Caucasian person. And for him to say that, he deserves more applause and more gratitude than what he getting. But he doing a great job. He really is. He doing awesome. Even Barack Obama is proud. We all proud of Joe Biden, and I'm grateful. I really am. I want him to know that I'm grateful. I want Stevie Wonder to know that we growing, and Ghana can be his summer home. We are becoming the beloved community that Dr. King wanted us to be. We are. We are reaching our greatness in God. We are rising above the oppression. We are going to come out with substance. It is our time. It is time for the revolution, but it will not be televised. He was right. Gil Scott-Heron, it would not be televised, but we will be rising all over the world. See, the freedom fighters, before they knew something, they had ancestors speaking to them just like I have ancestors speaking to me. But see, we are so caught under the guise of religion. We are so caught up in what we have been taught, which is not correct. The Bible, you apply the Bible to your life in righteousness and teaching, but you are not under nobody's control. You are not, to be ran by anybody, by no pastor, by your husband, by your wife, by nobody but God. And God is on your heart, and he commands us to love. And that's what we doing. That's what the Grow movement is. It's about love. Grow is not, it's our movement, by the people, for the people. It's for us. And created for us. In the midst of evil, something beautiful came out of the midst of evil. And now, I can think about Dr. King. As I was looking for that picture of him, it was hard to find a picture of Dr. King Smile Wanted One. A picture of Dr. King smiling. And I saw a few, but that one kept popping up of him smiling. And I think, that was one of his favorites. So I'm using that, and I want Dr. King, his spirit is alive. The spirits are not resting. If the evil spirits are up doing, the good spirits got to be up doing. And the evil was over there working in that house, honey. They were working around me, but I tell you what, greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. We have power. I rose up, from the dust of oppression, from the oppression of this country, and from the oppression that I brought upon myself. I rose from the dust to lift us as a people. I'm going to tell you something. I ain't too much going to be posted on Facebook no more. Facebook is a whole lot of foolishness, but I wanted the movement on Facebook. I'll be there for comments, messenger, different things like that. But I'm going to be posting on my website. Because it's a warfare going on in Facebook. And I can't always stay up on top of the comments and everything. Every time somebody say something, I'm working the movement on all different angles, trying to bring people together. You wouldn't believe, what's actually happening, how we are growing. We are rising above the oppression. I'm so happy to realize that finally, our time, we as a people, we getting ready, this country, is getting ready, but not reparations, but it's getting ready to try to make some kind of compensation. It's going to be better in the future. It is. It's going to be much better in the future. It's a bright light and you can see it. At first it was dim, but the light is getting brighter, and you should be able to see that the ice is beginning to melt off this oppression that we've been up under for 400 years. Times are getting better for us. They are. We going to stop fooling around with this TikTok and world star foolishness. We ain't got time for all that. You already are the world star because you growing. You reaching your greatness in God. You're going to be like the great mountain. Begin to spread love. Start forgiving. Because look here, you got an answer in the spirit world. I'm telling you, I done been in touch with the other side, and you going to have to answer. I have all the answers. I know everything. I really do. You done seen the Caucasian spiritual medium on TV, honey. Well, you done met an African. Now I know why I've been chased and been plagued with ghosts and spirits all my life, only to move into 100-year-old racist, a haunted house with racist demons. The house was so evil, but it's a beautiful story to tell of how to overcome oppression and how to rise, how to win the battle of good and evil, how to not give up, how to know that God is in your corner working in the midst of evil. Just like now, we're in the midst of evil down in Georgia. Georgia's still on my mind. It's still on my mind. Down in Georgia, they trying to bring back Jim Crow. They trying to take back voting rights. They trying to do all kind of different things. You're under a Republican governor, with some old Southern racist ways. But you know what? He getting ready to come up out of that. See, cause look here, I'm gonna tell you something. The party, they some of the people in the party, I don't know what they thinking. It's like they sorry that they undid slavery or something. This Republican Party is unrecognizable. I don't even recognize them no more. It's a few people in there I recognize, but for the most part, this new party, I don't know what's going on with these people. What's happening? What's happening except evil? That's it. Evil. Who would be against genuine equality? Who would be against Africans having the right to vote just like anyone else? Nobody but evil. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom all over the world. God bless you, kings and queens. Let's rise.